say I get what I am, or I think I get what I am, how would you like differentiate between getting what I am and just fooling around? How can you judge based on what I say if I got it or if I haven't got it?
In part, yeah. So you mean like, if you say, hey, I got what I am, and I say, no, you didn't, kind of thing? Is that what you're talking about? Say it's like, how could I say that? Yeah. Well, that's a secret. Yeah, that's a secret. But basically, see, like, how do I know Frijan had enlightenment? How do I know Ramana had enlightenment? How do I know, whatever. See? Because like I said, there are certain communications that can't occur if you haven't. See? And I can hear they got it. See? I hear it. Now, somebody who's never had an enlightenment, like that, they might just believe. Okay, they just believe that's all they can do. See? So, in an intensive, what's called the master, the guy who's running it, one of their jobs is to make sure that people are not fooling themselves. Sometimes it's really easy. People come with a conclusion. It's easy to see a conclusion. You see? No, that's not even an insight. Okay, that's just something you've concluded, intellectually. Sometimes it's not so easy. Especially if they read your book. Okay? See, and they know what the right words to say. See, and then you have to interrogate them, and see what are they really doing, what's their real experience, etc., and see if they can hang in there. Here we go. Let me read this. This is from Charles Berner, the guy who invented the Enlightenment Intensive. I don't agree with Charles Berner on a lot of things, perhaps most things, but I agree with him on this. I really do see eye to eye with him. There is no error more common in conducting an Enlightenment Intensive than accepting experiences for enlightenment that in fact are not enlightenment. This is the most common and most serious error made by Enlightenment masters. The Enlightenment technique has spread all over the world with different degrees of accuracy. Some people vary it quite a bit, usually because they have different goals and don't know it. They're not striving for enlightenment, but instead are striving for phenomena, states. That is, they're trying to get some sort of experience. Whether it is enlightenment or not doesn't matter. They accept white lights or vision or intense emotional or energetic experiences as enlightenment. Or shit. Some simply don't know the difference between phenomenon, insight, and consciousness or direct knowledge. Others end up with definitions. What is life? Life is a growing process. Are you satisfied with that? Yes. Okay, you're enlightened. Well, at least you'd be popular. I like that, master. It is very valuable to work with words and ideas and get them squared away. But don't confuse that with enlightenment. Having a very good clear-cut definition of what a word means or tagging the right word onto a clear idea is often taken mistakenly and innocently by people as enlightenment. It is not enlightenment. Insights are even more often taken as enlightenments. Someone suddenly sees something he has never seen before, and it is quite exciting, and he feels benefited by it because of the feeling, oh, now I see. But that itself is not necessarily an enlightenment. The difference between enlightenment and an insight is primarily that an insight is had through a process and enlightenment is not. An insight is had through the process of thinking and perception, of going through a mental procedure and arriving at a conclusion through logic and reason. The result can be an insight. The very word describes it, an insight, an internal seeing, a perception. People say, I feel it, I know it, it's true. Insights are beneficial to people, and they're one of the greatest thrills that they will have in life, but they are not enlightenment. Many people in the therapeutic world and in the humanities have accepted insights as enlightenment. It is a degradation of the word enlightenment and the tradition that was begun famously by Buddha. For people to take definitions, phenomena, insights as equivalent to enlightenment is not right. You should not fall into that error. It is a major error. All right. So, anyway, you heard it. You heard it here first. See, and still, having not had direct consciousness, you don't know what to do with that. That's why a good master in an intensive is useful. But to abdicate their role just because they don't want to hurt somebody's feelings, you see, or just because I don't really know. I can't tell from here. All right, but that's abdicating their role. Have some nuts, for Christ's sake. And if you don't know, then you say, I don't know. I can't tell. What do you think? Say, well, I think I had enlightenment. All right. It's not clear to me. And there tend to be signs, that go along with enlightenment. See, but enlightenment is a sudden, always sudden, direct consciousness of the nature, the true nature of something. Always. If it's not that, and it's not the thing itself, it's not enlightenment. Does that mean it's wrong? No. Like you said, and I agree, insights are great. They might make more of a difference in your life than enlightenment. They're just not enlightenment, okay? It's not the true, the direct consciousness of the true nature of something. Now again, don't make that pie in the sky. Don't make that like, oh, it's inaccessible. Oh, okay, I gotta get the absolute hunger, blah, 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 what? No, don't do that. It's just it. It's just it. You. How hard is it to get you? Don't make it that way.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please consider joining a workshop. They're more powerful than you think.